In this video, I want to talk about either how to avoid going out in your wig and not feeling great, or what do you do when you don't feel really great and you're going out in your wig, just like your bio hair, like what your clothes you're wearing. You know those days when you're just like, I don't feel awesome and I'm not feeling good. And even though I've worn this wig and loved it before, I hate it today. Like, what do you do about that? How to avoid it and what to do about it if it is happening. And that's what we're going to talk about in this video. So let's get to it. I'd say one of the best things about wearing wigs is that you have all of these options, colors, styles, all these type of things that you can do to wear wigs and we can feel great, and it's so exciting. But there are days just like anything else where we just don't feel good, whether we don't like what we're wearing, we don't like where we're going, we're stressed out, we're late, what have you, and you just put the wig on and you're like, I've worn this 1,000 times and now I put it on and it looks like crap. So what do we do then? Well, I'd say the first thing to do is take a breath. I get it. I know how you're feeling. Sometimes it's just mental. Like, we look great and people will say, oh my God, you look so good. And you're like, that day, you're like, I feel like crap, right? So I would say take a deep breath, all right? Walk away, come back, think about what you liked about this wig to begin with. Think about where you're going, come up with like 3 positive things to put in your head. And then come back and see how you feel about wearing that wig, if you feel uncomfortable, if you don't. Okay, so that is my step 1. Step 2 is kind of funny for me to say, as someone with ADHD who is frequently late, almost never on time. Actually, that has changed a lot, but I've had to put a lot of effort into planning, being prepared, all of those types of things. I've put a lot of effort, mostly because my partner is super on time, punctual, and I'm just I'm ADHD, I'm a creative, I'm a Pisces, I'm like, "Ugh." But in general, I would say if you can plan ahead, that's going to avoid putting you in a position where you don't feel great. If it's a brand new wig, please do not decide that you have a place to go really quickly or a new place to go and you're going to wear a brand new wig. I have done that so many times, and as someone who's worn a different wig literally every day of my life for a long time, you would think that I could put on any wig and make it work no matter what, but that's just not the case. So make sure that you try it on ahead of time before you do your event or your thing that you're going to. If your wig may require you to do something, so for instance, this is a monotop wig, and this is Future from Main Attraction, and it's a monotop wig. Monotop wigs are super versatile, which is awesome, but they do take a little time to get them sitting where you want, get the part where you want. So especially if you have something like this where it's not like a basic cap, like throw on and go, make sure you prep it ahead of time before you go to wherever you're going to, or even if it's just a regular day at work, make sure that you prep it so that if you are just kind of feeling blah that day, you can feel blah that day, but you can still look good, but you can feel blah and it's not going to be that big of a deal. I mean, overall, that is just that second tip. The first tip is to take a breath. The second tip is to plan ahead and be realistic. Again, don't pull your brand new wig out of the box on the day of a huge event. You're going to stress yourself out and it's not going to work out well for you. So that is more of a avoid it before it happens type of scenario, okay? And then next up is to have a backup. I have about 3 wigs that I know no matter what the scenario is, they're already together, they already look good, I'll already feel great, and I make sure that those are on deck. I have those realistic looking mannequin heads, and basically what I do is I keep those kind of on deck. So if I'm putting a wig on and for whatever reason it's not looking right, it's not working with what I'm wearing, I did my makeup in a way that kind of clashed or whatever, I have these sort of backup scenarios ready to go, and I know for a fact that they will look good on me and I can go to them in a pinch. So if you're not feeling great about your wig, try one of your backups, right? To prep ahead in case you aren't feeling good in your wig, have a backup ready. My last suggestion is, when in doubt, grab an accessory, okay? Accessories, they can do a lot for you. They can actually add security to your wig in terms of whether it's gonna fall off or not. They can just give you maybe a little sparkle. Maybe you're not feeling sparkly, so grab an accessory. They can also help a wig look more realistic. Sometimes we don't feel good in our wigs because for whatever reason, whether it's in our mind or not, 9 times out of 10, other people don't know that you're wearing wigs unless they're a wig wearer. And it's kind of us feeling that way. So grab an accessory, so it'll look cute, you'll feel great, and it'll help it look more realistic. But the caveat to that is make sure that you've already tried these accessories on, especially headbands. Make sure that the headband does fit over your head, over the wig. You know, you have more than the normal amount of layers. That would be my last piece of advice. When you're not feeling great, when in doubt, grab some sparkle. Grab a barrette, grab a alligator claw clip, grab a little clip like I have. Mine's like a little kitty claw clip. This is just a little bobby pin because the hair was flopping in my face, but I didn't want to clip it all the way back. I wanted, you know, a little bit of a cutesiness. Bobby pin, there you go, boom, you're done. So that's my advice for what to do if you're not feeling great when you're putting your wig on, and how to prep and prepare so that you can avoid that happening altogether. If you have your own advice, go ahead and put that down below. We'd love to have a conversation about it. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. And if you have, thank you so much. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.